And we're back after months.
Hi.
I feel like it's been months since the last time we tried to record, but
Probably.
this time it will work. The microphone is set to the right thing, and it's going to work.
I am making eye contact.
And it is achieving results.
Not a single guardian escaped.
Your concern is touchy, but out of place.
Yes, so yes, Edward just blowed up the whole colony.
Yes, my magnificence.
That's kind of rash.
Well, I mean, they were
I feel
evil
bad
aliens,
for the
basically,
evil
so...
aliens living there. Like, they just wanted to have, like, a good home for their children, and this guy just blows up their city.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's good to have all points of view covered.
It's just because, just because they happen to be in the service of an evil god, that you don't know these things. You don't
know
know what's what.
I want to see.
You could just sit down and have tea with them.
Oh god, now I want to see one of the xenomorphs from Alien having tea.
I'm sure there's fan art of that.
Absolutely.
I would be very surprised if there's not.
No match.
Pinky out.
It will be destroyed.
Then the gate shall be opened, and you shall once again grace
And of course, this is all this whole vision of the ancient's vision of future victory. Of course, plays into a thing later on. So let's read the note from Grandpa. Hint, he does not actually referring to alcohol. It's a thing that is hidden in the caskets, and so that is the hint of... Although certainly I feel like alcohol would maybe help at this point.
Sure.
Edward did have that flask of liquid courage that completely restored his sanity.
So when you go crazy, the cure is alcohol.
Oh god. Yeah, that's a bit of
lot.
It's a bit of an unfortunate implication right there. But anyway, off we go. And sure enough, what is in there? But a pickaxe. A pickaxe, in this case, not a weapon. Which, I don't know, that would be neat to, like, be able to equip it, but whatever, we have the Gladius. No, it's a one-time use tool, and... way back when we examined the wall that looked weird.
Crooked.
That looked weird right up here on the second floor, and now we finally have the proper thing to use on it. Too cumbersome to be used as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure we use much more cumbersome
weapons.
items. I mean, I guess Alex doesn't, but still.
Well, that's just entirely...
Anything can be a weapon if you wield it correctly.
Found weapons.
I mean, I'm not saying that this should get into like Silent Hill territory where you where you get you find portable television sets and use and smash those over enemies' heads for a one-shot attack. I'm not saying it should be like that, but
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is what Max got locked away in the asylum for, was, he got paranoid about there being bone thieves inside all of his servants, and so he straight murdered them.
I want to see someone use a piano as a weapon.
Well, then you're just a Looney Tune. That would be cool as hell if there was a way to if there was a survival horror game where you could set traps. So you could set things to fall on enemies.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not a piano, maybe a chandelier though. That would be really cool.
Well, then you're just the Phantom of the Opera.
Wow.
But you could take out the wires and use the wires as a weapon.
Ooh, that's a good... I like that.
They could easily strangle something.
That is true. That would be neat. Anywho. So, dispelling that barrier and picking up the stuff is the trigger. The reason that I'm, restoring all my stuff right now is because that was the thing keeping the monsters out of the house. So now, for the first time, Alex will actually
have to fight.
Be confronted with creatures. Oh, hi there. So yeah, you don't actually have to fight any of the enemies you find in the mansion, though. These guys are just kind of in your way, which I guess that's true of a lot of enemies in this game. But so we just gotta get through them and one of the items that we found in that little pile was a stethoscope, which is just what we need to open the safe in the basement. I'm doing it. I'm running. Hey,
topical humor.
Yokes. Not even. It's just one of those things. So yeah, this one you need to. Fortunately, the music cuts out for this bit. I mean, the music doesn't cut out completely, but
it's enough for you to hear it.
It's enough that, yeah. And a whole bunch of loot inside. Grab all of the glowing items.
All the glowing items.
Yep. Crankshaft will be useful next video. And finally, the chapter page.
A storm approaches, Augustus. A storm of metal and fire. And a torrent of souls along with it. Young and vibrant.
Yes, I have seen it coming. A worthy sacrifice, I am sure, and one that will allow the greater guardian that resides below to finish its channeling.
So, yet another reference to a greater guardian. This one we do not have a boss battle with. This one is, he's just referred to loosely. But the exact nature of the sacrifice of souls is what you shall see once we, read the chapter page. Man, Alex is still winded. Oh wait, I don't even remember. Oh yes, the final notes from Max's journal.
These
Which
are all
this
of them?
is.
Like there's no more.
Yeah, that's the last one. So yeah, this is just the thing of explaining how he's becoming paranoid and he thinks all of his servants are inhabited by bone thieves, and that's why he kills them. So, just connecting that final dot.
Inherited?
Well, I mean, obviously, like the ones from.
What did I just say?
I knew what you meant. Inhabited.
Inhabited. Were any of them actually inhabited?
It's okay. We're all tired.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if it's. I think so. Yeah, I think it's hinted that some more of.
I feel like.
Well, that's because from back in his chapter when there were bone thieves in his servants, I'm not sure if there were supposed to be any more after the ones that he killed.
Oh well, no, but
in his chapter, but I think there are. All right. Yeah, this is one of the longest interludes before you actually get around to the chapter page.
Wherever disaster and death lurk, there is likely to be an ancient just beyond our senses, waiting. They prey on our misfortune and exploit it toward their own twisted ends. When hundreds of oil fields are set ablaze on the heels of war, the ancient's grip tightens, knowing that
Now,
lives
where
are
does this take
forfeit
place?
and resources squandered.
The unspecified Middle East, but it's Iraq. It's the Gulf War.
Oh,
A
okay.
leading industrial firefighter hired to put an end to the insanity at the end of the war. Ironically for him, the insanity was just beginning.
How's the temperature in there?
It's hotter than hell here. I'm getting a little nervous about this one. It feels more out of control than the others.
Yep.
This was the best character.
Yep.
Don't know how else to
This
describe
character was absolute boss.
Safest way to blow out these things.
Yeah, it's nice
It's
that.
who I think I agree.
Yes.
All good. Just relax.
Yeah. So we're once again we're playing a character who knows
We've got 500 pounds
his way around shit. I mean, he's you know, a military firefighter, so he's, you know, all in shape. And I think you mentioned that he kind of reminded you of Mac. And now I can't unsee it. I'm like, yeah, no, I totally feel that.
We're getting a pressure
This
increase
was
in the
Mac.
well cap. It's gonna tear
He does not suffer the same fate as Anthony.
Get your team out.
I'll never forgive that. Poor Anthony.
Yeah. No one gets it as bad as Anthony.
He literally opens a letter, and then that's it.
Yep.
That's all he does, and then he's just done.
Cursed to eternal undeadness.
Well, that sucks.
Although, I mean, I guess he stays down. I mean, I like to think that, you know, he stays down for good when you know, beat him as Paul, but one
With
can
his
only
luck-
hope.
With his luck.
Yeah. It's true.
What the hell happened? They're all dead. McCormick.
He really does look like Mac.
Yeah.
Just wait till you watch him in action.
Yeah, you just want to
And
you want them to write an episode for Mac to
And
get a
guys-
fire axe.
He's in an underground temple.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like-
He does not get possessed though.
No,
so that's
this is
good.
true, yeah.
This.
He gets a better deal than Mac.
Yeah.
Many have perished for it. Take it.
I do
Take
know
it
if the
to
ghosts
the
have
ruins
eyes.
of Engar.
Just black
It's a
sockets.
ghost thing.
Gathering of light.
It's just one of those
They don't
ghost
have
things.
eyes, but they still have glasses.
Yeah,
That doesn't
that's
really
always
make very much sense.
fun. That's like the goat. They also have clothes.
Right.
Take it.
So it's just they have the clothes that they died in. So Edward also happens to have his glasses. I don't know what.
I don't look
It's
familiar.
that like Kat and I were trying to. Well, I say trying to like we were trying to do it seriously, but trying to figure out the rules for ghosts in season 1 of American Horror Story, and we're just like, no, there are
There
none.
are none.
Best if you don't think about it.
Yeah.
Show about
Yeah,
ghosts.
it's literally chaotic.
Show about werewolves.
All right, so we are once again we're in the penultimate chapter. It is also the penultimate chapter chronologically. So since it is set during the Gulf War, we are playing as a military firefighter, and there's military stuff to be had, and we have a character who is, you know, who is tough and buff, and he has tied with Kareem, the swordsman, for the largest health bar in the game. And one of my favorite things about him, so he has the fire axe to start off with.
The flashlight.
The flashlight, which you can equip completely separately from your weapon, making it infinitely better than the torch, because now you just have a flashlight for everywhere you go.
Does it run out of batteries?
Nope. It's just there to
Okay.
make your life easier.
Excellent. I like when those things happen.
Yep. Chop.
Is he using an axe?
Yep.
You go.
And over here we get the real loot. Heavy artillery. So this is the assault rifle is of course the best gun in the game. And there's a pistol just in case you want to use a pistol.
In case you want to be significantly more badass.
Yeah, in case you don't want to have to rely on this awesome, overpowered weapon. So there's 4 different modes of fire for the assault rifle, which you can toggle under the mode tab. Fire single shots, 3-round bursts. I forget how much larger bursts. Like, I for the life of me I can't remember how many bullets that is exactly. Or you can fire grenades, which we will absolutely be doing. Although you're only given like 10 grenades, I think, so you have to use them sparingly. You can't just go around nuking everything with grenades, although that would be awesome.
Can't just run around.
Well, like you do.
Bam.
I love those guys.
They are cool. And they're, you know, a pain in the ass to fight, but
they're just drawn really well.
Yep.
And not drawn, created. Sorry.
I know what you mean. Designed.
I really don't like the squelchy sounds in the background.
Well,
they're creepy.
Yeah.
What do you think bodies chopping up sounds make?
Well, I mean, I get that, but I still don't like it.
Oh, yeah. They're so cool.
So, yeah, you just go along this path, you go into all the rooms on the side. There were more places you could go from that room, but it doesn't lead anywhere, or it doesn't lead anywhere you can actually go just yet. It's one of the few instances in the level design of sort of a redundant hallway that you never actually need to go down. So you just need to grab that the headpiece, and here's the staff. And oh god, they're swarming me.
We're all gonna die.
That's no good.
Chop, chop.
That's what the axe is for. And now time for the other big Indiana Jones reference. There's a replica of a city, and we have a staff that we need to assemble. And we will use it to catch light and direct it and etc.
What goes in there?
Except in this case, it's not a map of, you know, where to dig. It's just a thing that unlocks the next door that we need to go.
A long staff.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's just, it's there.
Yeah. Tea wood.
No, not just wood. Hardwood.
Oh, hardwood, yes. Alright, so you aim it at each of the little domes. The domes burn off, and it opens a little a side door. And then you aim it at the pillar in the middle, and that opens, and then the light reflects in such a way as to open the trapdoor that you need to go through next, like so. And now you may have noticed that it's taken a really long-ass time for Michael Edwards here to get around to finding the tome, because, you know, he doesn't really need magic that much. Oh yeah, this is our final trip to this parallel dimension, the book dimension, with the creepy faces on the floor. So let's look at all the statues of the dead characters.
Aww.
Poor Anthony. Except it's not actually all of the dead characters. Or well, yeah, it is. It's all the characters who died in the course of their whole misadventures with the tome. And Edward. So of course Edwin Lindsay gets out scot-free. Presumably, maybe he dies in some other adventure, but we don't see it. And you will see there's no plinth left for a statue of Michael here, which, you know, indicates that he gets out of this, I mean, spoiler, whatever, he gets out of this chapter unharmed for the time being. So there's a horror in this room, and I haven't really showed off yet by this point what it's like to summon a creature to fight another creature. So let's do that. Let's summon a horror of our own. So, I try at this point, like, when you see me, later on, I'm gonna try and put some distance, in between, in between my horror and one of the other horrors, because I'm trying to work out how to do that shock attack, which is, like, the laser that zaps them, and it just wasn't working for me. Like, that's what I'm trying to do now, and I'm just like, you know, maybe I'll just swipe this jerk to death. So it's, you know, it's functional enough. There's just no particular reason that you'd want to do it. Like, especially because, you know, once you've defeated all the other enemies, now there's another enemy that you've spawned in the room with you. And it's just easier in most cases to just, you know, run around them.
See, yeah, that does seem like the more difficult way of doing something.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's there, but you never feel particularly feel the need to do it. And there's a barrier protecting the final effigy. We inherited the ruby and sapphire. What was I? Oh, I was trying to restore magic. We inherited from our previous trips to the temple. We inherited the sapphire and ruby effigies, and now here's the emerald effigy, and we will finally get payoff for this thing, for the reason that you collect these 3 statues. And that path right there is what leads to the room where we got the headpiece to the staff. Or, it doesn't lead directly, but it leads along a path. No reason to go along that path. So let's just not. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore you guys. Peace out.
Except you. I really don't fucking like you.
I just don't like your face.
I take my time.
looks like a weird cross between like
I
a
love it.
bird and a anglerfish and a.
Oh
It
yeah.
looks like
Oh, absolutely.
It looks like a scorpion mixed with the dinosaur from Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Dilophosaur. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so true. Ugh. Oh.
No! I fell for this every time because you have like an ancient television and the volume probably looks like that.
Actually, yeah, I'm trying to think what my television volume looks like. It's
You have,
not
like,
dissimilar to that.
You have like the tube television still. And
I do.
And I remember because I had a TV that was, I think it was even the same brand, and that's what the volume looked like. So every time I saw that, I'm like, oh, why did you turn the volume down when you recorded this? You didn't.
Nope. It's especially because before I had. No, what was I? Oh, that was back, like, way back when I thought, oh, by the way, this is it's a thing. You have to summon a trapper to teleport the statue. Back,
I don't like the way
a
it's
couple
clicking.
years ago, when I first was all like, I want to try to make Let's Play videos, and, like, I didn't have a capture device that would, like, put it to my computer. Like, my initial plan was to record with a VCR and then digitize the VHS tapes.
Yeah, I remember that.
And yep, which
About that.
sufficiently weaker video quality and kind of a pain in the ass and kind of expensive, and I know so
tome.
much better now. Yeah, you don't have to put the tome here this time. Here we get the final spell though. But so for a while, like, that was like I still own that like a little tiny television that I bought that was a combination TV VCR that I planned on using back then, and I still own it, and that has the really retro looking volume. So playing this game on that television, it really, you know, weirds you out.
That one and the blue screen that looks like the game's, or that your system shut off.
Yeah.
Those were the sanity effects that got me the worst.
Yeah. There's a field, and we just found the final spell, which allows us to make an enemy creature fight for us. So what we gotta do is we have to use the bind spell to take control of one of these horrors, make it kill the other horror, and then the field will lower. Any minute now, guys.
Yes, let's
I will
scream
roar
at
at
each
you.
other.
Motherfucker. And there's still one more left, of course. So, grenades? Grenades. Let's do it. Dunk. That has the best, most satisfying. Oh yeah, don't use the grenades too close quarters. Especially don't try to finish off an enemy with a grenade, because holy crap, there goes half of your health. Yeah, so maybe don't do that. The grenades have splash damage.
Oh, does this have... Oh, never mind. I thought that might have the useless demon again.
Oh yes, that's later. The worm guys.
C4. Yeah.
But we still need a detonator. I showed off horror on horror combat, but here's what you could do when you summon a zombie, because zombies can go through doors. So you can just stay out here in the nice safe zone and send your zombie in to, you know, to scout out rooms ahead. Which actually is useful. It's just one of those things that You know, I feel like that would be one of those things that I would use a lot more if there were difficulty settings. Like, if you could play the game on, like, on a harder mode of difficulty, and that you might want to utilize this tactic. But again, it's one of those things, it works perfectly fine. There's just no particular reason to use it.
Right.
And, you know, it's kind of cool to give it a shot, but, like, I could have just gone in and just loaded these guys with ammo. I mean, I suppose if you... Like, even if you run low on ammunition, you always have a melee weapon that you can use. And the fire axe, in this case, it's the fire axe, and the fire axe is pretty handy, so... This is the room where the effigies come into play. It's another
Puzzle?
rock, paper, scissors, 3 colors puzzle, but this one is different, because you have to pay attention this time. Because it mentions in all of these portraits, all of these reliefs have the different characters looking victorious, whereas all the effigies are in a defeated posture.
Right.
And so normally, you know, you're just sort of programmed at this point to think, oh, okay, red beats green. You know, green beats blue, blue beats red, but in this case you have to place the effigies that are of the weaker alignments.
Right.
So you have to place the blue effigy in front of the green relief, and if you mess this up, you can try again, but first the room just spawns a horror.
Excellent.
So that's just kind of obnoxious. But if you get it right, it opens up a little passageway way back in this room that leads to the other secret thing in the game, which is really, really cool, I think.
Hidden
and it's very handy for the final boss.
Secret staircase.
Secret, secret, secret staircase.
Because that's not creepy.
The Enchanted Gladius. Michael cannot use it. He does not get to use it. Yes, it can only be wielded by the Guardian of Light, and that is not him. So we are just... Michael is just the messenger. But it is a permanently enchanted... it is a Gladius that is permanently enchanted with the dominant alignment. So you don't have to re-enchant it, and it also does another thing that's really cool that I'm gonna show off in the next video.
Yay!
And it's my favorite thing about it.
Another let's make your life easy weapon.
Yeah, it really just, you know, it makes the final boss much more manageable. So, invisible door, which leads to the final part of the level, which is this hallway. And there's the damaging floor, which is obnoxious, so you gotta shield yourself before you cross it. But on the plus side, we have the detonator caps to go with the C4. Now we just need to go to the end of the hallway and find that bridge area. And we're golden.
Literally or figuratively?
Figuratively.
Okay, good.
No, that would be weird.
I suppose it could happen, but...
And these guys again.
That do nothing.
Yeah. And in fact, this is, if I remember correctly, this is the part where I just show it off. I just stand there and let him glare at me, and that's all he does. And it
I'm gonna glare at you.
And it slowly drains your sanity, but not by any meaningful amount. He just kind of looks at you funny. Just gives you a funny look, and he gives you the stink eye, the magical stink eye or something.
What kind of monster is it called?
I don't know if there's an official name for it. I just call it the worm.
It's basically like the worms using Leer.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
nothing.
that's true. It lowered your defense. Well, that's nice. The thing is, once you need to combine the two things, and then you have to enchant the bomb in order for it to work. Once you place it on the bridge, the timer starts.
Okay.
So the thing that you need to keep in mind is you know, you gotta do all your preparatory spells for the escape sequence before you plant the bomb. It's not a very strict time limit. Like, if you know where you're going, you're good.
Fast. Yeah.
But the number one thing that's most likely to kick your ass about it is the damaged floor leading out of this hallway. If you're, you know, not prepared. But fortunately I am. And 3 minutes is, you know, plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you don't escape in time, it just plays a part of the same cutscene where you do escape in time. It just plays the part of the bomb going off, and then just gives you a game over. Nothing terribly interesting, which is kind of a shame, but whatever. So, Rubble has fallen in strategic places, so there's only the one path out. It could not, you know, it is terribly simple.
That does seem very simple.
Run, Mac.
Yeah. Don't get stuck, Mac. No more being stuck in temples.
Oh, God. Yeah. Well, especially with the placing of the bomb now, I'm just sort of, it's extra, and I mean, it was, you know, it was Tripp who placed the bomb, but, you know, Tripp and Fitz and Simmons, but now it's just especially, that's another connection, yeah. Oh, God, no! Bad touch, Grandpa, bad touch! Creepy ghost paw.
Centuries I've waited for you. You're not my grandfather.
You're not my real grandpa. It's impossible. And this is, you know, this is the, you know, the first. I'll never join you.
I've seen my hand.
So yeah, after all the other creepy ghost paw sequences, this is the one where you finally, the reveal finally happens that, oh wait, it's not your real ghost paw. It's Pius in disguise.
Away from me.
Trying to freak you out. And it always happens in the middle of the escape sequence, which I find is a little weird. I'm like, it's a little, breaks the flow a little bit. Yeah. Oh, out of grenades. Never mind, just run. Just get the hell out of Dodge.
Run, just keep running. Just keep running.
Yep. And you can't go down this time to escape, but now that passageway to you know, upwards is open, and there we go. And we're good. That bit. Only that bit plays if you get a game over.
Thanks for coming. I didn't think you'd show.
Look, I have no idea who you...
I think you do. Just as much as I know you know. And let's be quick. The Guardians know where I am, and I won't last the night. But that's not the point.
What's this?
Something you need. Don't open it here. Only in privacy. They can
I got that stuff you wanted.
Keep it secret.
Keep it safe.
Artifacts.
It's so very true.
But there's something I have to do before they get to me. I can't protect you if they find us.
I think that might be...
Good luck.
I didn't really process it, but that might be one of the reasons that I like Fellowship the best. It might be because it's kind of a horror movie
Yeah.
for like 45 minutes in the beginning.